friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Ashley and welcome to 2026. So today is, I think, the very first video that's going to go live in January, and I'm going to be doing my January TBR. Now, if you've been following me for a little while, you know that the last 4-5 months of 2025 were a bit rough as far as my reading. I did not finish a single book in December until like the very last days, if I finished any. I am filming this in December, so we're not done with it yet to know officially if I actually finish anything. Anyways, I decided to make some plans about how I'm going to go along with TBRs in the year of 2026. Initially, I had planned to do like a different TBR game every month and do different styles and ways of choosing books, but I think I'm gonna forego that as official every single month type of thing. I might pick up a few of those occasionally when I feel like changing it up a little bit, but otherwise I think I'm going to only need like a book or 2, 3 at the most to add into my TBR, because I think I want to keep it around 5. I feel like 5 is a good number. Whether I read them all or not, I don't know. And I'm just going to build a year's TBR with the books that I don't finish for my spinner wheel in the future. But anyways, to go into January 2026, I need 5 books. I have 4 that I need to read in some capacity. So let me just show you what those are. The first one being Wuthering Heights. I hope I can keep this all in frame. I just picked this up last year, not too terribly long ago, probably in the last half. And then I found out that this is becoming a movie, and so I really want to read this. I hear it can be daunting and hard to get through, but I want to finish this before the movie comes out, which I believe is in February. And honestly, I don't know anything about this, really. I have never read this. I've never been exposed to the story or anything, so I have no idea what this is about. So I need to read this in January. The next book is an ARC that I have from NetGalley. That is Room to Breathe by Casey West. I believe this is an adult romance from her. She used to do all YA romances, and now she has recently been delving into adult romances. I have one on my shelf already, I believe is by her, and then I have the ARC for this one. I have enjoyed her YA novels in the past, so I'm really interested to try her adult novels. The next book I also do not own yet, but I'm hoping to go and get that tomorrow, or if I can't find it in the used bookstore, I'm going to get it off Pengo probably. But the next book is For Two Purposes. I probably haven't posted it yet, but I will be doing a goals video and then also a separate video talking about my 12 friend recommendations. I have 12 friends who have picked a book each, so I have 12 books recommended to me, one of them being Becoming Elizabeth Elliot by Ellen Vaughn. And this one was recommended to me by a friend, Jenny, because I asked her for a recommendation, but then she also ended up picking it for our In Real Life book club. She has read it before, but she said she would be willing to reread it, and she was telling us about it and it sounded good, so she was like, well, I'll just pick it and then we can all read it together. So that's the third book for my In Real Life book club. Then Laura at Lovely's Laura Library is starting her book club up again with Clean and Closed Door books, and so the first one for 2026 is When the Day Comes by Gabrielle Meyer, and I have been seeing the series go around BookTube like crazy. I got this for Mother's Day, I believe, from my husband, and so I'm really excited to get into this and try it. I hope I really enjoy it. This is another one I don't really know anything about. I just hear it's amazing, so we shall see. So that's 4 books, and really I should only need 1 more, but I'm going to pick 2 because this is the first time I've been able to do a fun way of picking my books, and I want to pick more than 1. So here's my plan. So I have a spinner wheel, and on this spinner wheel is all of the books that I need to read or should have read already or are next on my TBR. So I have like arcs that came out in the past, those are all on here. Any arcs that are coming out in the next 2 months, those are on here, because I had done some rereads last year, the first in A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and the 4th in the Harry Potter series, so I put the next ones in those series on this list. I have my 12 recommends books on here. I think that's it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 books on here. Now, there's a few more friend recommendations that I literally physically do not own yet. So I've hidden those on here. There's actually like another 7 books on this list that I don't own. So I hid those for now until I get them. But the ones that I do own, they're on here. And so we're going to spin for 2 books and see what we get. And of course, my friends are all texting me like crazy at the moment, so we're going to have to turn this off and I'll be back in a second. All right, after a very detailed conversation, I am back. So, like I said, I have my spinner wheel. I'm going to spin for 2 and see what we get to add to our January TBR. First, before I spin, I'm actually going to mix it up. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle 3 times and then we'll spin. Spin. I'm nervous. The Charmed List. Okay. This is an arc that I've had it for a couple years. Like, it needs to get read. It's not in season, but that's okay. So, The Charmed List. We're going to spin one more time. I'm going to shuffle the text again. And spin. Water for Elephants. Okay. I have it somewhere. Here, it's up here. This one I got recommended to read by my grandma, who said she had read it a long time ago and really enjoyed it and told me about it. And of course, it's about a circus, which is a buzzword of mine. It was already on my TBR, and so I went ahead and I bought this copy and actually bought her a copy and sent it to her so she could read it. But anyways, that is the last book on my January TBR. So I have 3 physical, 2 ebooks, and 1 more physical one to get. So yeah, this is so fun, and I'm really hoping I can not overwhelm myself by only picking a handful of books and go from there and see how I do. Looking forward to reading some of these. So anyways, stay tuned. In the month of January, there's going to be a lot more New Year type videos coming. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!